Yo, what's good, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry Sistas review. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, then you already know what it is and what it always will be. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody if you choose to. But if not, just sit back, relax while we get into this messy, and I do mean messy thing, y'all. Okay, we have to discuss this officer, Short Man Green, okay? We have to discuss Officer Green, this short bastard. Okay, where do I start? Okay, let's start where we gonna start. We know that Officer Green is the officer who was supposed to be investigating Karen's disappearance. So he comes to Karen's apartment and he's met outside with Sabrina, DANNI, and ANDI. So off rip, he knows that these women are close. He knows that these women are friends. And we find out that Officer Green don't give two damns about this friendship and about this sisterhood. Because first thing first, I Papa freaks all the honeys. Don't get it twisted. Y'all know I love music and sometimes stuff just flow out. But anyway, first thing first, he sees DANNI in the parking garage at the airport. He approaches DANNI. He asks DANNI for her phone number. DANNI lets it be known that she has a man. And as I stated in one of my previous videos, Officer Green wasn't trying to hear that. He basically was on some, what your man got to do with me? I'm not trying to hear that energy. That's the type of vibe that Officer Green was on. Now, lo and behold, DANNI gives this man her telephone number, even though DANNI is in a full-blown committed relationship with Tony the Bum. It didn't matter. Officer Green was like, I don't care about your relationship status. You don't have a ring on your finger, which in essence to him means that you're single. So give me them digits. And that's exactly what DANNI did. DANNI was flirting with him. She was like, I have a tendency to be inappropriate. I said, oh, well, my, Johnny Gill. DANNI, did you forget you're in a relationship, Booski? Did you forget that you have a man at home? Did you... I need to know. But anyway, that's not the bulk of this video. Now, previous episode, the last scene of the episode, ANDI has just left the grocery store. She's talking to Dr. Vaughn. We see Officer Green, who is not in uniform at this moment. He says that he was about to meal prep, but then he realized he didn't have any groceries, so he had to make a grocery store run. He sees ANDI. He asks ANDI, is she single? ANDI lets him know that, yes, I am single. And he wanted her phone number. He wanted to take her out for drinks, but he wanted to keep it a secret. I said, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, oh Lord, these short bastards. He wants to keep it a secret. Not because he wants, listen, anybody to me who wants to keep something on the down low, who wants to keep something a secret, that is an automatic red flag because we are grown. What's the reason that we need to keep anything hidden? What's the reason that we have to be secretive? Now, I am a firm believer and I am a person who abide by the theory of privacy. But I think there is a huge difference between keeping something private and keeping something a secret. If anybody wants to keep you a secret, sis and my good brothers, you don't need to be with that person because I'm not going to be anybody's little secret escape. Okay, I'm not going to be that. But we could keep things private. ANDI didn't look as if she was remotely interested in Officer Green, yet this is ANDI that we're talking about. So I don't put anything past her. And I'm really trying to understand where the writers are going with this. So this is really what I want to talk about because right now, and I know everybody who listens to me don't actually watch the shows and some people just listen to the different reviews. So right now within the sisterhood, ANDI and DANNI are at odds. ANDI and DANNI are not seeing eye to eye and there is some tension between them. And So not only do we have the tension between them because Danny wants to know all of Andy's business, and Andy is not in a place where she feels that she has to offer anything to anyone as it pertains to her and the things that she does privately. And I'm in full agreement with that. So not only do we have that popping off, now we're going to have to deal with Andy and Danny possibly dating the same man. And when I tell y'all, I am not here for this. Writers, I'm not here for this. I feel there could be so many other ways that you could garner conflict between these women than to have them possibly riding the same penis. I do not want to see that. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen when it comes to the friendship between Andy and Danny once it is revealed that they may have both started dating Officer Green. Now, do I think it's going to be anything serious if they do go in that direction? No, but there is a strong possibility that both of these women may in fact have sex with him, because it is a strong possibility. And whether you ride with Andy or you ride with Danny, all of us know that both of those women, baby, it don't take long to pop them legs open. History has shown us that both of these women, baby, them legs pop open like a thief in the night, okay, in the blink of a damn eye. We just never know. But it is my hope, oh my God, it is my hope that the writers do not go in that direction. One, because Danny already shares a body with Maurice. Both of them have had sex with Q, all right? And also, Danny shares a body with Fatima, crackhead Daryl. A lot of people forget that both Danny and Fatima have slept with the same man named Daryl, who we found out was a crackhead. We find this out in season 2 when all the girls are out at dinner. We find out that they, both, been with the same man. And I don't want that. I don't want to see that happen between Danny and Andy. First of all, there are too many men out there that they don't need to share one. And I just don't want this for their friendship. I really just want them to get to the bottom of what exactly is plaguing them both when it comes to each other, because it has to be something more serious than just Danny wanted to know Andy's business and Danny just taking a huge offense to not knowing, especially when she's keeping a lot of her business under wraps herself. In addition to all of that, Officer Green, baby, you're supposed to be out in those Atlanta streets protecting and serving. You're not protecting anyone, and you are only serving yourself. What type of person is this? Like, honestly, what type of man is this? Now, sadly, there are a lot of men and women walking around who have this type of characteristic. And I really think that it is a character flaw, because honestly, I'm going to just speak for myself. I don't want to be with anybody who I know is with someone else. I don't want to be your side chick. I don't want to be that person that you call in the middle of the night when your girl ain't doing you right. I don't want to be that person. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Maybe between the ages of 19 and 21, I wouldn't have mind being that person. I'm gonna be honest. But as you mature mentally and spiritually, and you come into your own, there are just certain things that you don't want to do. Now, I'm not shaming anybody if that's where you are in your walk, regardless of your age. But what I'm saying is, I feel that people deserve more than that. That people deserve to be, a forethought and not an afterthought. I don't want to be treated like I'm number 2 with anybody. And when I think about Danny, I'm not even sure why Danny is with Tony, because to me, Danny does not give off that she wants to be committed to anyone. Danny is like, she's just the woman who wants to have fun. That's it. She just wants to have fun. And that's all she could really offer. Danny, to me, before they just completely changed Tony's personality and his character, I never understood why he wanted to be with Danny outside of sex. Because when it comes to, how to me a woman should be with her man, Danny does not give that. And so I don't understand. Then we have Andy on the other hand. Andy and this whole thing between her and Robin, we know that Robin wanted to be with her before he left. He was looking forward to having a conversation with her. But Andy just pretty much cut that whole thing off when it came to the possibility of them becoming something more than just, friends who have sex and, things of that nature. And then she jumps into this thing with Dr. Vaughn. And I believe it was Rajaya who made a statement. I don't understand what's going on with that either because it feels so rushed and it feels so out of place that I don't understand what they're doing. I understand the attraction. I understand, wanting to get to know this person, but to jump from we just had, a coffee date to now, he's slobbing her down in her office. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm going to need y'all to pump the brakes a little bit. If this is going to be the person that ANDI is going to be in a relationship with, I want to see a slow burn. I don't want to see ANDI hop in the bed with this man. I don't want her to do the same old, because if you do same old, you're going to continue to get the same results. I want to see ANDI do something different. With DANNI, I really don't give a damn what y'all got going on over there with DANNI because until that heifer really change some of her ways, I'm just expecting her to be in this merry-go-round of men, merry-go-round of penises, merry-go-rounds of continuing to do the same thing, getting the same results. Honestly, I believe after everything both of these women have been through, where is Krisha? Okay, where is Krisha? Because, baby, both of them need to see her. All right, both of them need to see her because both of these women have some things that they need to get out and they need to be sitting on someone's couch. Because the last thing I want to see is DANNI and ANDI hopping on a new penis. We have been there, done that. We are in season 9. We need to see something different. But Officer Green, you a nasty, ratchet, low down specimen of a man. Because the fact that you would even go after these two women, knowing that they are friends, knowing that they went through something traumatic, believing that their friend was lost, and all you could do is think with your penis, you're disgusting. Outright despicable. And that's all I have to say. But I just wanted to get that off my chest when it came to this Dr. I keep saying Dr. Vine. When it comes to Officer Green and DANNI and ANDI, I am not here for the possible mess that is about to occur. But I just want to thank you guys for listening. Until next time, I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there.